condemn this person's actions because, in all fairness, in a situation like this, it takes people's bravery to put an end to some of these things. And it's unfortunate that we live in a country where sometimes that bravery costs us our lives, especially on our own soil. Like we literally travel to all these other countries when there's wars. Do you know why the United States does that? I don't know if they teach this in school anymore. I really don't because I think our school system is shit. If you really want to know my truth. Because when I was growing up, we were taught how to survive this life. We were taught how to drive. We were taught how to balance our checkbook. We were taught how to sew. We were taught how to cook. We were taught all the basic necessities to take care of ourselves in school. All of that has been stripped away. But for some reason, this topic of sex education seems to be more important. You know, a 5-year-old learning how to give oral sex in some of our schools or teaching them about how it feels. Yes, these are in some of our books. Many parents don't want to believe it, but yes, they are. And they're in some of these libraries that these little kids get to go and pull books up from. But they have changed their way of thinking from them giving us cooking classes and teaching us how to make food and nutrients for ourselves to teaching sexual education. I don't understand this. And people are saying, no, it's not like that. Okay. Well, I can tell you, if it's not like that, it's because of a lot of parents speaking up and going into their school boards. Because it definitely was going that way. This is the problem. This is why I feel that kids are not learning. You know, we also learned how to deal with rejection. You know what my teachers taught me in school? I don't know because I think there's a lot of people from my era. And tell me if I'm lying. Telling me, and this had nothing to do with Southern schools, Northern schools, Western schools, Eastern schools. It had nothing to do. We were kind of all kind of bred by the same cloth. But we were told in school, you better be lucky because in the real world, you don't get to call in to work sick. Remember that? In the real world, you do this nonsense, you're going to be fired from a job. You better start pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. You need to get it together because while you're in school, you got it easy. The real world is much harder. We were taught that. We were taught how to deal with rejection. We were taught how to be fired from work and not go and try to kill everybody at our job. These are emotional issues that they're not preparing our children for in school. Hey, but I'm pretty sure 95% of our children know how to give a blowjob, courtesy of our school. Just saying.